Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Dragon Matrix 7, Eerie V23, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to the demo for Dreams in the Witch House. As we settle in for the night in preparation for another day of uneventful academic studies. Weird that they'd make such a mundane freshman life simulator, but you know, I'm into it. We'll see where this goes. I slept well. What a cold day it is. The insulation in this room seems to be non-existent. Well, that's not good. That means we need to limit our time outside, or we risk getting sick. And that just adds all sorts of problems to the mix. We could have mitigated this if we had purchased thermal underwear instead of that flashlight. Though we can also somewhat control it by making sure we stay in heated areas. That's what the firewood's for. Alright, let's get our bearings here. We'll figure out a game plan. Starting with this package. The package is addressed to me. It's from Aunt Margaret. Let's see what we have here. There's a book on the occult in it. It's The Malleus Maleficarum by Heinrich Kramer. This is the new 1928 English translation by Montague Summers. It's a grim and violent book, but it should offer some insight into 15th century demonology. Hopefully I'll finally have time to read it. Very conveniently, one of the books that Professor Armitage recommended. The Hammer of Witches. It focuses on the extermination of witches and recommends torture and the death penalty to battle the evils of witchcraft. Was that the one he said was in the anthropology section? I know it's one of the ones he recommended. There were 3 in total. That's also interesting. I've never actually had her send me an occult book like that. Usually when your Aunt Margaret sends you stuff, I guess it's fully randomized, but usually she sends stuff like medicine or earplugs or other such useful sundries. This extra book will help us diversify our early studies, though obviously we'll still want to get that whole student card thing sorted. Oh, actually, let's hit the auditorium. Somebody's left the door unlocked. I guess I could take a quick peek inside. I can't lift the carpet. It's been nailed to the floor. Let's see if I can remove some of the nails. Done. Hey, what have we here? Well, that looks like a missing student ID card. How'd it end up here? I guess I should return it. I'd better hammer the nails back in. Somebody might trip over it. Done. And we'll just poke around the rest of the room real quick, since we're already here. Let's see what's inside. Nothing. Nope. Nothing here. Yeah, aside from the student card, I've never found anything in this room, at least not in the demo. I think the primary purpose of this room, aside from being where you go for your lectures and exams, is that chemistry kit and the cabinet full of chemicals, which we just can't really do anything with yet. I've seen pictures of it, but that's all stuff that's outside the scope of the current demo. What, is that not chalk right there? Today we'll be talking about... No, this is silly. There's chemical bottles on the other side of the glass. The door is locked. I can't open it. It's a complicated-looking chemistry set. I don't know how to use it. I need to study chemistry if I want to know more. The university's library might have a suitable book for that. It doesn't. Not right now, anyway. Hello again. Hi, Walter. Any luck finding my student card? I did indeed. Though if I were a more unscrupulous sort, we could keep it and chop it up and use it to make a fake card for ourselves. But that comes with the opportunity cost of no longer being able to become friends with Allison, which is a good source of various minor sanity and study benefits. Yeah, I have it right here. Look at that. Thank you so much. I had almost given up hope. I promised a reward for finding the card. Here's $1 for your efforts. Why, thank you. So, what's up? Just checking my course schedule. I should write it down. Yeah, you have been standing there for a while. You said that you could use a study partner? That's right. Studying alone can get so boring after a while. Do you have theory of equations, too? I do. So, would you like to study together? Sure, why not? I think that having a study partner might help my grades. Great. I'm busy during the week, but we could meet next weekend. Is Saturday all right? Yeah, I think so. Where shall we meet? Let's meet at the coffee house, okay? They have a free refill of coffee. Around midday, okay? Works for me. Great. See you at the coffee house then, next Saturday. All right, I'll mark the date down. Goodbye. See you. And now let's go grab our own card. It's been a couple of days, so it should be ready. Excuse me. How can I help you? Is my student card ready yet? What was your name again? Walter Gilman. Let's see. Sorry, not yet. Come back tomorrow. It should be ready then. Right. RNG still messing with us. Fair enough. Can you recommend me a book on chemistry? Something that's suitable for a novice and teaches the basic concepts? Let's see. There is Anthony Dale's Beginner's Guide to Chemistry, but it's reserved currently. It won't be available until March 15th. I see. I guess I'll have to wait until then. Thanks. Which does, of course, very conveniently place it after the events of the demo. Anyway, given that it is currently freezing outside, we should probably just hunker down here and get some studying done. But given that we also just discovered that being very hungry hits us with a pretty significant penalty to our study results, I guess we should go ahead and chow down real quick. That'll take the edge off our hunger. It is a shame that the whole coffee shop thing didn't really pan out. I mean, I could see it working if you really, really created a rigorous schedule around it, but that That, of course, relies on the RNG cooperating, and for us, it just has not. So we're adapting on the fly, just to get things done. Personally, I think if we ever revisit this game for the full version, I'll just stick with eating conventional foodstuffs rather than trying to game the system. Alright, I think we've got time for 2 sessions before they kick us out. Complex numbers could be viewed as points in a plane. I'm very hungry. Well, that is very annoying. Man. Okay, so your hunger ticks at dusk each day. I guess that makes sense. I was hoping it was more abstract, like based on the last time you had actually eaten, but I suppose a set schedule does make it easier to plan around. Halfway through the book. Yeah, let's give this back. We're obviously not going to waste time studying while we're starving. And you know what? Let's go reset our hunger. We've got the cash for it. We'll keep this simple. Nothing like a warm meal on a chilly day. Get your newspaper. No, thank you. But we do need something else while we're here. This innocuous deck of playing cards, probably. Yes, I haven't visually confirmed it, but I am 99% certain that's what those are. Hello, fellow youth. Huh? So, about that alcohol. Yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Well, how about this? Can I offer you this peculiar deck of cards with which to smoke your competition? Yeah, alright. Let's say I did know something. How would I know I could trust you? You could be a bureau agent for all I know. Well, my name is Walter Gilman. I'm a student at Miskatonic University. I won't cause any problems. I just want some liquor so I can relax from my studies. Right, well, you do look like a bookworm. Plus, like I said, Joe is a friend of mine. He wouldn't have told me if he didn't trust me. Guess so. So, are you going to help me or not? If you're a student, you must have a way of proving it. What? Prove that you're a student and not some bureau errand boy. After that, I'll see what I can do. Alright, yeah, I'll do that then. Well, shoot, I guess we do have to wait on that ID. I guess we'll just head home. Ah, crud, I left the light on. Yeah, you've got to be careful with that. The bulb can actually burn out over time, and then you get stuck with a dark room you can't study in. Which I bet is what the flashlight is for. There's that awful rat again. Oh no. The rat hole cover has been devoured. The rats must be ravenous. Ah, yes, that is unfortunate. Coming. Ah, what is it now? Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this, but the rat in my room just straight up ate an entire plank of wood. I feel like I should be concerned about this. But in the meantime, do you have another one that I could use? No, that was the only plank. I see. Well, what are we going to do about this? I can't have rats running around in my room. Go and ask Mazurowicz. He hauls all kinds of junk to his place. Lumber, scrap metal, and whatnot. Very well. I'll ask him then. Good. Now, was that all? Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. You have been great help, as usual. All right, let's go chat with Joe. Come in, it's open. Hi, Walter. Come on in. Thanks. What's up? Hey, Joe. Yes? Do you, happen to have a piece of wood I could take? I have a rat hole in my room that I'm trying to seal. Damn vermins. The house is full of them. Let me see. Yeah, I think I saw a plank laying around that you could use. Check the shelves. I think I saw it there. Thanks. I found the plank for the rat hole. It's all yours, Walter. Thanks. Well, that was refreshingly easy. Hey, Joe. Yes? You mentioned something about my room. Can you specify why I should change my room? Oh, it's probably nothing. Forget it. You sounded pretty serious when we spoke about it. Well, it's in bad condition. There's mold in the inner walls and so on. You should get a better place, if possible. I see. Sure is cold outside. Yeah, it's not much better in here. This house could use some insulation work. Sometimes you hear the wind wailing in the cracks of the walls. You need to keep the fire going on a day like this. All right, Joe. I'll let you get back to work. See you around, Walter. And back to our rat-infested room we go. Let's get this board on. Yeah, the exact length of time a board like that'll last seems to be randomized. Sometimes it'll get you a few days, sometimes it'll be gone almost immediately. As with many elements of this game, it is very random. Same with like how long your light bulb will last, or what the weather is like on any given day. And unfortunately, that ate our entire evening, so I guess we should hit the sack. Technically, we could stay up and keep studying, but then we'll be tired in the morning, or we'll oversleep and miss out on other opportunities, so best to stick to a standard schedule. What a lousy sleep. I could hear rats scurrying around inside the walls. And that is even more unfortunate. Right. Should I wait a while and listen if there's activity behind the wall? Well, that is an intriguing question, but no, we don't want to squander our morning. We'll do that later. Or we could hear strange noises right now. Alright, let's grab the last of the wood here before she refills it on Monday. That way we'll max out the amount of potential firewood from one week to the next. And, I guess we should... Ooh, free newspaper. It's today's newspaper. No one will miss it if I take it. Thief. But sure. Let's have a look at this thing. Arkham Advertiser, Thursday, March 4th. There is a charity bread line organized today. Hot soup and bread served to those in need. The event is sponsored by St. Cyprian's Mission. I'll add the event location to my map. Lovely. Not the most exciting event, but as a college freshman with a single dollar in our wallet, I think we will happily take advantage of that. In fact, let's burn our morning earning some extra spending cash. Oh, or we could... The scurrying of rats is distracting me. I can't sleep because of it. This is a very old house, so of course there will be rats. Just try to ignore them. You'll get used to the sound. Or if you can't, buy a pair of earplugs. Duly noted. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I thought that would accomplish. You mentioned that you could offer some work. I could use help around the house. And the payment? $2 for a day's work. Let's see what needs to be done. The yard could use raking. It's covered with leaves and fallen branches. Easy work. Then there's the rain gutters. They are clogged and could use cleaning. You're not afraid of heights, are you? What else was there? Ah, yes, the firewood. There's a big pile of wood in the backyard that needs chopping. You do know how to handle an axe, right? So, what shall it be? Well, we're already a little tired, so we'll start with the easy one. I'll rake the leaves. The yard is covered with soggy, half-rotten leaves and fallen branches. You grab the rake and get to work. The weather is perfect for outdoor labor, and time flies by quickly. Very nice. I rake the yard. Very well, here's your payment. $2 for a day's work. Thanks. Which gets us up to $3, but also burned most of our day. Too late to really get into studying, but too early for us to hit that charity event. We're not hungry yet. Oh, you know what? We can go grab our student card. Also, I almost forgot about the lights again. Alright, let's go grab our card. We'll show it to the kid out at Orange Gangway. And then, hopefully still have time to hit that event. Excuse me? Yes? Is my student card ready now? What was your name again? Walter Gilman. Let's see. Yes, I have it right here. Enjoy your new card. Thanks. Alright. Oh, and you know what? While we're here, we can, Ooh, max sanity. Very nice. While we're here, we can go grab a couple of books. Obviously, we want the one on quaternions. So we'll pick that one up first. And then we can also check out a second book, so let's go grab the occult book we had back on day 2. Excuse me. How can I help you? I would like to borrow this book. Certainly. Can I see your student card? Right here. Thank you, Mr. Gilman. Have a good day, sir. Why, thank you. I'd also like to check out this other one. And thank you again. Okay. Still in dusk, not hungry yet. I guess we could squeeze in some studying while we're here. Quaternions operate in the 4th dimension. And the university is closing for the day. Which is fine. We got our +6 percentiles on exam prep. We are now hungry, so we can go enjoy a nice meal. A nice meal of soup and free bread. It's not much, but that will save us $1. Oh, shoot, or not. The event has ended. Well, crud. Okay, well, fair enough. Can we still chat up the kid? No? Okay. Man, I completely mistimed this. We'll try our luck with some quick dumpster diving. Hey, there's some leftover food here. It looks all right. Sure, why not? You know what? We got some studying and we got some free food. That's actually not terrible. And the rat hole cover has been devoured again. That was quick. Jeez, the RNG is just being brutal. Nope, too late for studying, so... I guess we'll go to sleep, take our chances. What a horrible dream. It looked like the rat had a tiny human face. Or was it a dream? Maybe I was only half awake and my dream got mixed up with reality. I must do something about those rats. They get my imagination working overtime. Oh great, it's raining too. Maybe I'll stay indoors today. Or buy a raincoat. Yep, that's unfortunate. Yet another way for us to get sick. So odd jobs are definitely out today. We don't want to work in the rain. Nothing in the mail for us. Joe's already out. Right. Joe's at work. Okay, let's head for the university. We'll burn the day studying. I should get indoors before I get drenched. That's the plan. Oh, auditorium's open. Not sure what else we can really do in here, but I guess we could at least poke through the trash. Nope, no luck. I think you can actually find, like, loose change and stuff hidden in the benches sometimes. But that comes with the cost of time. And in our case, I think we're better off just using that time for studying. We're almost a week in and we've barely done any studying. So we'll just stay focused on that. Halfway through. So 2 more sessions should do it. Since Quaternions demand that we imagine 4 dimensions, There's a metaphysical aspect to them. And very tired. That's yet another hit to sanity. And a stacking penalty on studying. Well, crud. I mean, we're almost done with this book. We might as well finish it up. But we're going to get less out of it now that we're tired. Quaternions are a concise method of representing the automorphisms of spaces. I finished the book, but there's still a lot to learn. I'll make faster progress on subsequent readings. My tiredness affected my studies. Okay, you know what? That's actually not that bad. That still bumps us up over 5 out of 10. Ideally, you want to finish reading your main exam book at least twice, but we're in pretty good shape. Math does stack on top of your exam score, so if we can just bump up our math score a bit, we might be in good shape. And as aforementioned, math is generally more universally useful in this game than specific exam skills. Let's go grab some earplugs. I'm soaking wet. And drenched. That is unfortunate. I was hoping to avoid that, but we really, really need those earplugs. Oh, we can purchase a plank from him. Interesting. I'm in the wrong shop. Over to the pharmacy. We'll grab our earplugs. I think that was $2. Oh, and we can ask about alcohol. Hi, I'd like to buy some medicinal alcohol. Medicinal alcohol? Yes, I'm suffering from... yeah, Joe specifically mentioned digestive problems, so that's probably the right response. Digestive problems. I see. You're not the first young man here asking for that. Do you have a prescription for the alcohol? No. I didn't know I needed one. Look now, mister. We don't sell any liquor here without a good justification. This is a clean and respected establishment, not some medicinal speakeasy. I suggest you stay away from that stuff. Nothing good comes from it. Oh, well, never mind then. That is very intriguing. I haven't seen that before. It does make me wonder if there is an alternate route to get your hands on alcohol, as opposed to going through the urchin at Orn's gangway. An excellent choice. These waxen earplugs block noise very effectively and guarantee a good night's sleep and a tranquil repose. That is true. That'll block out the noise modifiers for studying and sleeping. Though they do have limited uses. I think it's like 5 or 6 uses. Still soaked? Yep, that's how rain works. Let's ask Joe if he knows where we might get a prescription. Nope, no luck. But we can still ask for a plank. And no luck there either. The RNG is a cruel and fickle mistress. See you around, Walter. Yeah, you too, Joe. I'm gonna miss him when he's dead. Get out of here. Scat. Okay. Well, we're soaking wet. We should probably get a fire going. That'll help us dry out before we die. Oh, we do have. Right, okay. And we are double stacked on penalties right now. That is less than ideal. Well, we're definitely not studying, so let's just chill out by the wall for a while. Weird. I could hear footsteps somewhere behind this wall. I thought I had the garret all to myself. Well, I mean, clearly you don't, considering your frequent visitor, but it is still somewhat peculiar, especially given the attic just off your room. And let's get some sleep. I'll put in my earplugs, just in case. I slept well. I have a study session with Allison today. Fantastic. Sanity up. Tiredness not completely reset, but reduced. That's good, at least. So we are in better shape. What time were we supposed to meet Allison? Coffee house at midday. Gotcha. No mail. Let's check for a plank. Still no luck there. Man, I usually don't have this much trouble keeping that thing covered. Let's have a quick bite. I figure we'll study the morning away, then go meet with Allison. And we will finally start working on occult studies again, because we'll be studying math and exam stuff with Allison. We've already started on one of these, right? Well, definitely not that one. Right, okay, so we barely started in on the Occulta. But you know what, in retrospect, let's bump up our math score. Full disclosure, we're not going to get anywhere on our thesis in the demo. It's just not paced out to really make it feasible. Alright, let's go meet up with Allison. Get a bit more studying in, max out our sanity. Now watch the RNG give us pneumonia. You enter the coffee house. Allison is already there. Do you want to order something before we start? The coffee here is quite decent. And I'm buying. You saved me a lot of trouble by finding that card. You don't have to. I won't take no for an answer. Oh. In that case, I'll have a coffee. You got it. Let's get started then. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. What do you think of Arkham as a city? It's all right. You can find pretty much anything you need here. And if you can't, Boston's not far away. The university is, of course, a big part of the city. Without it, I think I would have applied to Princeton or St. John's College. What about the dark rumors and the old witch legends? Those things do make the imagination run, don't they? I personally find them interesting. In the anthropological sense, of course. Of course. I like places that have a history. And Arkham has over 300 years of it. And study. Quaternions are a number system that extends the complex numbers. This was nice. A light study session. It was good to chat, too. Sure was. Let's do this again sometime. See you around, Allison. Breaking news. Really? Usually when he shouts something like that, it means he actually does have some new event to announce. No, we can't afford it right now. And of course the urchin's not sitting out in the rain. No mail. We'll let Joe be. Alright, well, we've got some time. Let's get a fire going, we'll dry up. Then we'll do one quick study session before we crash. And we're very tired again. Shoot. We could still study, or we could turn in early. No, we've got to study. Such is the life of a fledgling scholar. And very hungry. And we are just going to pieces here. But still not sick, so we'll take that as a win. Earplugs in. What an awful night that was. There was that rat again in my dream. I saw the tiny bearded face up close this time, when it was nuzzling me. It looked more hateful than anything I have ever seen. And its sharp yellow fangs. Wait a minute. I've been bit. There's 2 tiny punctures and brown dried blood on my wrist. So the rat bite wasn't a dream. It was just distorted through my dreams. In any case, this must be stopped. I need to find a way to deal with that creature. Oof. Wow, we are in worse shape by the day. Yeah, let's try to get ahead of this. We are dangerously close to a downward spiral. Hey there, hi there. You know that rat you keep ignoring? It bit me while I was sleeping last night. This is getting intolerable. Oh dear. There must be something we can do about this. Yes, I'll give you money for the rat poison. They sell it in the First National stores. Here. It should keep the vermin away for good. Okay, thank you. I'll try that. Should we do an odd job? Yeah, let's go for it. We need the cash. I don't suppose you have any odd jobs left? Well, let's see. The rain gutters are still clogged and could use cleaning. And there's a big pile of wood. What shall it be? You know what? Let's go for the wood. Learning how to handle an axe certainly can't hurt. You start chopping firewood in the backyard. You're not used to this kind of work, and you struggle with your technique. The weather is perfect for outdoor labor, though, and time flies by quickly. The firewood is now chopped. Very well. Here's your payment. $2 for a day's work. Thanks. Alright, that pushes us to evening. We've now got $8. But that does include the cash specifically for rat poison. So we'll want to make sure we don't spend all of it on other stuff. come to think of it, I believe we get our allowance on Mondays, so that'll put us in a pretty good place, finance-wise. Hey, Joe. Yes? Got any wood? Inappropriate. Nope, don't think I've got any. Shoot. Well, see you around. See you around, Walter. That's fine. We've got cash to spare. We can just buy a plank. We have to swing by the store anyway. Gosh darn it, are you kidding me? The store is closed on Sundays. Alright, off to Orin's gangway then. Well, thank goodness for that. Hey kid, here's my student ID. Give me booze, please. This is my student card. Will you believe me now? Okay, relax. I just had to be sure you're clean. So, can you get me alcohol or not? That's a tall order. Arkham coppers take prohibition seriously, but I can get you a bottle of corn whiskey. Sounds good. How much is it? It's $3. Do we have a deal? Yes, we do. Pete's busy now, but come back on the night of the 11th. Knock 6 times on the door over the road there. That way, Pete knows you're there for business. And be sure to bring the money with you. Now beat it. I'll mark the date on my calendar. Yeah, I don't care. Get out of here. A pleasure doing business with that fine card-playing young man. Let's go grab a quick bite. That'll restore some sanity and reset our hunger. This should keep the hunger away for a while. But we are now exhausted, which is a whole different problem. And while we're here, hey, more garbage food. Fantastic. And, you know, to be fair, a lot of modern food is basically just garbage anyway. You. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hopefully we can get that thing taken care of tomorrow. Take the edge off that exhaustion. Or not? What a lousy sleep. Disturbing thoughts kept me awake. I'm feeling a bit off. I guess I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Really? Oh, crap. Well, that is not good at all. What triggered that? Our sanity's not that low. Is it because we got bit? Did that do something to us? Huh. Okay, I guess she hasn't reset the firewood yet. I've got some mail. Aunt Margaret has sent me my weekly allowance. There's $10 in the envelope. Fantastic. That brings us up to 16 bucks. That's like 200 bucks in modern times. Hello, I would like more firewood, please. Could I get some more? The insulation in my room seems to be non-existent. Every lodger has some free firewood to use. And I will fill your wood trunk every Monday, which is today. You shouldn't keep the fire going all the time. Yes, I know, but I really need more firewood now. On Monday. Well, I can sell you a few logs if you really need them. On Monday. That'll be $1. Yeah, no deal. Okay, maybe she'll refill it a bit later in the day. No rush. Alright, let's get this rat thing taken care of. We've really got to get a handle on this exhaustion. Hi, ma'am. What a hideous hag. She looks menacing, almost like she's grinning at me. Okay. Ma'am? 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 I can see the old hag advancing deeper into the city. Should I follow her? Sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure it's perfectly normal to just follow random women through city streets. She's walking quite slowly. It should be easy to follow her. You follow the old woman through the narrow streets of Arkham. Suddenly, you lose track of her, and head back downtown. Strange. It's like she vanished into thin air. Well, I'm sure that's nothing. It's not like there's any witch houses around here or anything, right? Hey, kid. Good day, sir. I will take one of your finest newspapers, please. $1, please. Here you go. Have a good day now, mister. Get your newspaper. I already did. Arkham Advertiser, Monday, March 8th. There is an exhibition at the Arkham Institute of Art. Boston painter Richard Upton Pickman's exhibition has arrived in Arkham. The artist is known for his mastery of technique, but moreover from his macabre and graphic style. Among the paintings is the notorious ghoul feeding and the grotesque subway accident. Tickets $1. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely make time for that. That's a good source of the occult. And I don't think it's impacted by exhaustion. Do you sell rat poison? Sure, I have it here under the counter. Don't want kids messing with the stuff. Ooh, $5. Also, 5 doses. That feels excessive. I wonder if that implies there's more than one rat. I mean, obviously in the original story, there was just the one rat, Brown Jenkin. But I wouldn't be surprised if he could actually defy death somehow. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Do you happen to have a small plank or a piece of board for sale? I'm trying to seal a rat hole. Oh, those pesky little critters. We don't sell lumber normally, but I might have something for you in storage. Let's see. Yes, I think this would be suitable for your needs. I'll take that. That's the last board we have right now. Check back with us. We'll probably have more later. Goodbye. Oh, there's the event. Let's hit that before we... Or not. We'll come back for it later. I guess we'll do the rat thing. Oh, hey, okay, so that's how it works. That's a nice touch. They really didn't have to do that. Anyway, back on target. Let's get the board in place, then we'll coat that thing in poison. That should hopefully get the job done. This should take care of the rats. I just hope they don't die inside the walls. I don't need the smell of rotting rats coming in here. It's always something with you, isn't it, Walter? I don't like the strange noises coming from my wall. I don't like rats eating me in my sleep. I don't like the smell of dead rats. Someday we'll find something that makes you happy, Walter. Someday. But honestly, aside from the exhaustion thing, we're actually in pretty good shape right now. We've got the rat taken care of. We're in pretty good shape on cash and materials. Let's get some rest. We'll take the edge off that exhaustion. Then have a full day of cramming before our exam. A good rest. Oh, but still exhausted. So resting doesn't reduce tiredness? That doesn't seem right. Hey Joe, just checking in for another plank. Might as well keep stockpiling them. Nope. Thank goodness there's more than one source. And now, let's go hit that art gallery. Pickman's ghoulish but realistic paintings left you horrified. After seeing the subway accident, you are hesitant to use the metro ever again. There's no denying that Pickman is a master of his craft. But those gory depictions of ghouls must be the works of a diseased mind. The stuff of nightmares, but still so damnably realistic. No wonder he was kicked out of the Boston Art Club. Oh wow, 5 whole percentiles. That's almost twice as much as we'd get from a normal study session. Though it did set us back $2, so I guess, as with everything, there's a trade-off there. Alright, let's head on home. We'll hit the sack early, try to get ahead of that exhaustion. Plank's still in place, so he hasn't taken the bait yet. And yeah, we're 2 days out from the exam, so we'll head to bed early, get that exhaustion taken care of, then spend the last day cramming. Though I guess it really comes down to whether or not the RNG decides to cooperate. Oh, well, this does seem a slight bit peculiar. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to eat things I found in the garbage. Right. Well then. I didn't get much sleep last night. I had restless dreams. A strange violet door appeared in that slanting wall. What an intriguing sight it was. Then the dreams changed. It was nothing like I've seen before. It's hard to describe it, an utterly alien world with its own laws of physics. I'm not feeling myself today. I should shake off this dark cloud of anxiety somehow, before it gets any worse. Oh boy, well that was very interesting, but also very bad for us. I mean, we're not in awful shape, but we are still exhausted. So let's get back to bed. I'm sure we'll sleep just fine. Right. Okay, well. We are perpetually exhausted. And freezing, but thankfully we finally purchased some thermal undies. Man, that is going to put a crimp in our study plans. I don't suppose our landlord has anything to say about the magic door that appeared in our wall? No, of course not. Honestly, probably for the best. Oh crap, is it past noon already? Man, so not only did we not get any rest, we also burned the entire morning on it. Alright, well, you know what? Under normal circumstances, I would go and pick up sleeping pills at this point. But given that we're almost at the end of the demo anyway, we're going to go with the tried and true freshman tactic. Copious amounts of caffeine. Much better. I don't feel that tired anymore. Oh, you will. You'll notice that it didn't actually reduce or remove our tiredness, it just temporarily disabled it. So once that wears off around evening or so, we'll go right back to being exhausted, but this will at least give us a couple of study sessions before then. Yeah, normally this would be a good investment about now. But given that we just have the one day left, we'll coast on coffee. That is slightly more cost-effective. You know what, let's get a closer look at that wall, too. I don't think I've ever had quite this combination of events, so I am curious if we can do something else there. I don't think that'll accomplish anything. I'd need to have the landlord's permission to break through the wall. Really? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, we tried, but again, that must be outside the scope of the current demo. We'll just get back to studying. Complex numbers could be viewed as points in a plane. The coffee keeps me going. Ah, and back to being exhausted. That was quick. Oh shoot, that causes stacking sanity loss. That's not great for us. Cool, cool. All right, Walter, suck it up. You just need to make it through one more night. And that's it for the air plugs. Which is fine. We're done with them. Still exhausted, but that's nothing a little coffee can't cure. Not the best thing for our mental state, but, you know, that's just part of the college experience. We've all been there. Delicious coffee. Miskatonic brew. Okay. And into the exam we go. The exam score is based on the exam skill value, 10 being the maximum. Wrong answers lower the score by half a point. Negative modifiers like tiredness, hunger, and physical injuries can lower the score, if not properly treated. Good luck on your first exam. What are quaternions? Oh good, I actually have to know this stuff. I'm gonna say non-Euclidean objects? Nope, not that. List 2 terms that Hamilton coined. Oh, I know this one. Tensor and scalar. Easy, yes. Complex numbers should be viewed as points in a plane. I am not 100% on that, but I really want to say he said something to that effect during 1 or 2 of our study sessions. Yes, fantastic. In which dimension quaternions operate? Oh, well, that's 4th dimension. I'm quite sure about this one. I was tired before, but the coffee helped me to focus. I think it went quite well. The exam results should be on display tomorrow. Ow! My head! Something is tugging at my mind. Where am I? What is this place? I must be dreaming again. What was that? Oh, you know, just an elder thing. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure. A large stony bench. The material reminds me of stone, but it has a metallic quality to it. It has the same vibrant bluish color as the walls. A crude and stained sackcloth blanket has been placed on top of it. It looks like a comfortable enough resting place to me. Right, yeah. Great final resting place. Got it. A crystal is mounted on a small pedestal. There's radiant light coming from inside the crystal, illuminating the room. I've never seen a lamp like this. What a fine and delicate piece of engineering. I can't remove the crystal. It's firmly mounted on the pedestal. Looks like a salt lamp. A wooden crate filled with half-empty bottles and worn-out pieces of clothing. Nothing that I might need right now. I don't think I need any of this junk. This purple shard here looks peculiar. The material resembles petrified quicksilver. Is it a decorative item? or a part of a bigger piece. I might have use for this shard. It's 3 books lying on the bottom shelf. The titles are Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift, Paradise Lost by the poet John Milton. It's the illustrated version with William Blake's artwork. And the Arabian Nights, more specifically the 1811 English translation. These are adventure tales and biblical poems. Something to read to pass the time? I don't have time to read the books now. And I couldn't concentrate on it anyway. I don't want to let my guard down in this place. Canned tomato soup. I have that all the time. The can looks alright. I think I could eat that. The can is unopened and looks relatively new. I'll take it. This one looks alright too. An unevenly stacked pile of archaic-looking blankets. I don't need the old blankets. A half-filled wine bottle and an empty glass jug. Looks like they've been sitting there for a while. I can't make out the text on the faded labels. And I dare not taste whatever vile juice the bottles contain. Vile juice. I can't reach the bottles, they're too high. But I don't think I need them anyway. Worn-out workman's boots. I wonder who used to wear them. And why they're stored in this strange place. I don't need an extra pair of shoes, especially if they're in that condition. A wooden crate is placed on the top shelf. Judging by the rest of the items, I doubt that it contains anything valuable. So judgy. Oof, yeah, I really don't think you can afford to be too picky right now, Walter. They cleaned out your entire inventory. A thin metallic shard, shaped like an uneven rectangle. That is a weird-looking rectangle, Walter, but sure. No. No! No! Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for playing the Dreams in the Witch House demo. And that's how it ends. Not with a bang, but with a blur, 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 blur. Yeah, I've got to say, it really kind of went off the rails there towards the end, but you know, to be fair, after I recorded that first episode, I was told that apparently the dev deliberately accelerated the pacing on certain events for the demo, just so the player would see more of the weird stuff. And yeah, I do appreciate that. If the whole thing had just been us cramming for tests and wrangling for food money, then it would have been a lot less intriguing, I think, in the long run. I do imagine the final game will take a slightly more slow-boil approach on a lot of that stuff. Anyway, we're already running long here, so I should really wrap this up. Let's do some quick final thoughts. Overall, I find this game very enjoyable, very intriguing. I like trying to plan around the problems I anticipate happening, only for other things to end up happening, which forces me to adapt, and we saw a lot of that in this run. The RNG was pretty brutal, pretty consistently. But, you know, that's all a learning experience. You take what happened to you, and then you use those lessons to do better in your next subsequent run. Though, that said, this is an adventure game. It's hard to say how many times someone's going to play through it once they complete the story. Which actually does bring up another big question, which is just how much actual player agency will the player have? Are they just trying to survive to the end of a predetermined story? I mean, this is based on a pre-existing short story of the same name. So, I mean, if you've read that story, in theory, you already know where it's all going to end up. But given that they've expanded on so many elements that aren't really touched on in the original story, that might seem to imply that there are some degrees of reactivity, of player agency. So I would be curious to see if there are alternate endings the player can end up seeking out. Possibly something a bit less catastrophic for our poor protagonist. Beyond that, I think I've already touched on most of my other points of criticism. Not a big fan of the real-time elements. I feel like time progression, time management, could be maintained by just having time pass when you take certain actions, as opposed to just in the background when you're milling about, trying to soak in the atmosphere. And they could probably stand to tighten up some of those interaction sequences that you have to do more than once. Returning or checking out books, trying to get planks of wood from Joe, stuff like that. But that's a minor thing overall, considering you could just spacebar through it. That said, whilst our dreams in the Witch House have reached their inevitable end, there's apparently a lot more planned for this thing, and according to the dev, the game should be hitting full launch sometime later this year. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, and if you've made it this far, let me know if you might be interested in seeing me revisit this thing once it does hit full launch. Goodness knows, I certainly wouldn't mind a few more dreams in the Witch House, but, you know, I'll leave that up to you guys. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you then. Oh, and remember, although I did love playing the Dreams in the Witch House demo, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, or by checking out the demo yourself, currently available on Steam. And if you'd like to help the channel, maybe see more videos like this one, feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, or the new YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.